Hello everyone, it is Winchester Breyer, and today I am going to show you how to do like a very easy, simple halter. Now we're going to start with this easy, simple one, and then I'm slowly going to progress up into the point where I do like a super hard one. So for this one, it's going to be very basic stuff that anyone can kind of use. And the next one, we'll add in some more complex features of the halter. And the last one after that is going to be a more expensive to make complex halter using like Rio Rondo stuff. If you guys know what Rio Rondo is, it's like a company that makes mini horse things. So like mini buckles, the right kind of halter loopy thingies, you know what I'm talking about. The kind of like the ones on Breyer halters and on real halters. But we're going to start out with this very basic halter, because I kind of want to help you guys learn how to make it by like building you up. So we have some of those lobster clasps, and we have, and I'm sorry if I sound weird, I'm a little bit sick. We've got some jump rings, some pink gross grain ribbon, and then our hot glue gun and a model horse. The first thing that you're going to go ahead and do is take one of the jump rings, and then you're going to thread the ribbon through it. I'm sorry if it won't focus on my fingers. And we're going to glue that. Just like that. Now, there's no specific measurements to this in general. It's just going to be based on the model you're using. But I tend to put it right there on the nose. And I like it to be longer up top. So once you got that, you're going to just hold it there and cut just a little bit more than where you're holding. Like I usually do, about that much extra. I'm so sorry that this does not want to focus. There's too much excitement going on back here. Okay. So then we're going to take this excess, we kept it measured the entire time using my finger. And we're going to just glue this side just like we did the other side. There goes the light. Let me get that though. So now we've got kind of like this band like this. And the next step is going to be to just do the same thing, but we're going to make it kind of like a ring, I guess, around the nose. I gotta make sure that I don't pull too much glue there, because heaven knows we don't want like tons of glue strings, which tend to happen anyways, but you can just cut them off. So now I've got it connected. What I'm going to go ahead and do is measure it around the model's nose, where I want it to fit, and then I'll do the same thing I did last time, where I just kept the measurement and then cut a little bit extra. And for this, I actually just go ahead and so I have this inside out kind of, so like all the glue parts are on the outside, but I'm not going to keep it like that. Actually, once I glue this one down, we're going to go ahead and just flip it. So we're going to go ahead and check and make sure that fits well. Let's see. So that's about where we want it to fall. So the next step is going to be to create the sides. And we're going to do as we have done in the past. We're just going to glue another piece of ribbon onto the ring, essentially. Let's see. Bam. The amount of hot glue strings that I'm running into is like a big issue. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is measure right about up to here, which is like the cheek right behind the ear. And we'll give a little slack. And then that is going to be where we keep our measurement. We'll cut a little bit extra. And we take another one of our jump rings. And we're going to go ahead and glue that bad boy down. Okay. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Do not, make sure that you don't get the sides mixed up, because especially like in the case of this model, not all models are going to be like this, but it's going to be a little bit lopsided, so like one side will be longer than the other, but that's just because it's particularly made to fit this mold. And it's only going to be a slight difference. It's only because of the way she's looking that's going to make this side a little bit longer. So we're going to measure out again where we want that to be. And this is getting quite repetitive, I'm sure you realize. We're gonna chop. Then we just glue the ring, and we're gonna continue to make sure that we do not get the sides mixed up. So this next part is what makes it easy. We're not gonna worry about any buckles or anything like that. That's gonna be our next halter tutorial, which will hopefully have better lighting and better camera angle. I would rather use my overhead lights than this one, but the only problem is that I did not unpack them. Like, they're like accessible, they're just not there. Like, I just would need to do some work to get them out. So the important thing that you need to realize for this particular part is that it's going to have to fit over the ears. So what you can do to test that is you can just make sure that it does, and then once you find the point where it does, you're just going to cut. And once again, we're putting that through the loop. Gluing it. And there's the top piece. Now for the bottom chin piece, we're going to start by, once again, I feel like I'm going to say that a million times, but that's literally like what we're doing. We're just taking the ribbon, we're going to glue it to the glue it around, like fold like that. And this one's going to be a little bit different. So let's put this on our model. This is a little bit of a harder step, so if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Okay, so you're going to want to take your lobster claw hook now, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to get one of the other jump rings that you guys have, I'm sure, if you're doing this, and you're just going to have to split that jump ring. Now if you have tools, that's the best way to use it. I just bent it with my fingers, but this is a little bit of an easy jump ring to bend. Then you're going to connect the hook onto it like such. What I'm going to do with this little clasp is I'm going to hook it up here onto this halter, and then I'm going to take this chin piece underneath here and bring it right up to where that hook, where it would hit that jump ring right there. Then I'm going to take it off, keeping my thumb on that measurement the entire time. We're going to do a little cut, and we're going to glue this piece to the jump ring right here that's attached to the lobster claw. So that is a very, very, very basic halter. If you want to take it a step further, and I'm going to add something that anyone can do to it if you want to, it's up to you. And like I said, this is optional. You're going to take one of those jump rings again, so you have two more if you decide to do this step. If not, you don't need to use those two. You're going to hook them together, like such. Then you'll hook one under the chin, and it looks like my camera's gonna die, so I might need to finish this piece later. Well, let's see if we can do it. Alright, after that's hooked on, you're gonna go ahead and take this piece here, and you're going to hook it through the second jump ring. Then you're going to take it up here and measure to where it hits the back piece. Keep that on your fingers. I should have unclasped this before, but I didn't. And so it's not very long, as you can see. You're going to cut a little bit more because this is going to loop around, but it has to kind of have the ability to slide. So you're going to loop it around this ribbon here, and you're going to make sure you don't glue it to that ribbon so that it can slide up and down. So yeah, that is the halter. It's very basic. Like I said, we'll be doing something more complicated a little bit later, but I wanted to start basic and then work my way up with you guys so that you can learn I have been making halters for 10 plus years, so I know how to make some more complex ones. I just thought we'd start very simple. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I promise the next one will be a little bit better lighting and such. And yeah, bye guys.